Picture a world where the boundary between predator and protector blurs, where instinct collides with empathy, and something primal gives way to something deeply human. This is a story of such a moment witnessed by a young American park ranger in the untamed heart of Africa. A moment that reshaped her understanding of bravery, trust, and the invisible threads that connect all life. For Sarah, a 30-year-old ranger far from home, it began like any other morning. Her boots touched soil damp with dew as she stepped into the wild expanse of the reserve. The air carried the sweet, heavy perfume of wet earth and blooming acacia. Birdsong echoed faintly through the trees. Sarah moved quietly, every movement practiced, deliberate, honed by years spent walking among the wild. Her senses were tuned to every subtle shift in the landscape. This wasn't just work for her, it was purpose. A promise to guard the voiceless. Then a sound caught her ear. Not the skitter of a gazelle or the flutter of wings. Something heavier. Labored, strained, her breath caught as she turned toward the sound. There, half submerged in a muddy depression, framed by scattered acacia, was Kudo the great silverback. But the majestic power of his frame was twisted in torment, wrapped in the muscular coils of an enormous African rock python. The serpent, ancient and immense, was fully coiled around the gorilla, tightening with every breath he struggled to take. It was a brutal display of nature's raw, unforgiving law clash of titans. Sarah's pulse surged. Training met instinct. This was not in any handbook. Gorillas are powerful, no doubt, but against a python of this scale, even Kudo's strength was fading. African rock pythons are ambush hunters, cloaked in camouflage, striking with terrifying speed. Their backward curved teeth and immense strength allow no escape. Once wrapped, their prey's fate is sealed as pressure cuts off blood flow and breath. Sarah could see Kudo weakening, his breath rasping. She had moments, maybe less. But just as she began to act, she sensed something else. The hairs on her neck lifted. A deeper danger stirred in the tall grass beyond. The story was shifting. Again, stay with it. What followed was something no one could have predicted. The air was thick with tension. Kudo's strangled breaths, the subtle hiss of tightening scales. Sarah's mind searched rapidly through everything she knew. Kudo wasn't just any gorilla, he was the elder of his troop, a gentle ruler known for his calm dominance. And now he looked at her with eyes wide in fear, imploring. Gorillas are misunderstood, so often seen as violent. In truth, they are deeply emotional, compassionate, and fiercely protective of their families. Seeing Kudo like this, defenseless, struck a chord deep within her. The python, by contrast, was a creature of pure survival. No malice, just instinct. These giants can grow beyond 20 feet, and when they strike, it is with merciless certainty. Their kill is slow and methodical. Kudo's body twitched as the snake's coils shifted again. Sarah steadied herself, reaching for the stun device she carried, non-lethal, designed to disorient without lasting harm. Maybe, just maybe, it could be enough. But how does one person fight back against such overwhelming odds? She inhaled deeply, preparing to intervene. And that's when the ground trembled beneath her, a low rumble. Not from Kudo, from beyond. And from the grass near the trees came movement, eyes glinting, gold manes rising, lions a pride. First, one, then another, then more. Their presence painted the air with a new kind of dread. Lions are not spectators. They are hunters, efficient, deadly. Sarah froze, instinct screaming. The balance of danger had just shifted. A trapped gorilla, a massive python, and now a pride of apex predators drawn by the commotion. She braced herself for an attack, but the lions didn't pounce. They didn't prowl, they watched. Low growls stirred among them. Not hostile, almost conversational. Curious, their eyes flicked between Kudo the python and Sarah. Something unspoken passed in the stillness, an ancient awareness. As if they, too, were waiting to see what would happen next. Whether to intervene, to hunt, or something else entirely. The lions lingered, watching, waiting perhaps for a scavenger's moment, but they didn't advance. It was as though they sensed the urgency unfolding before them and chose, for reasons unknown, to simply observe. Sarah, trained to read the subtle language of the wild, saw it too. Their postures weren't tense with predatory drive, but instead laced with wary curiosity. It was something rare, an unspoken reverence for the scene unfolding before them. For once, primal instinct gave way to something quieter. Something almost respectful. Lions, usually governed by hunger or territorial impulse, had paused. And within that fleeting stillness, Sarah saw her only chance. A window to act. But it was fragile. Anything abrupt could shatter it, turning silent watchers into deadly participants. Time was slipping. She had no choice but to trust her instincts. The challenge ahead was immense. Rescuing a silverback gorilla from the crushing grip of a python was not only dangerous but nearly unimaginable. Yet, in the wild, strength often reveals itself in the most unexpected acts of compassion. With the lion still quietly watching from the tree line, Sarah moved swiftly and with purpose. Her eyes locked on the python's head, the snake's only true vulnerability. Kudo writhed faintly, his terror radiating in every strained breath. The python's coils dug deep, ridged scales biting into the thick silver fur. With a calm forged through years in the field, Sarah unclipped the low-intensity stun device from her belt. Moving like a shadow, she crept just to the edge of danger, close enough to act, but not close enough to invite a strike. In one decisive move, she pressed the device against the python's head. A sudden jolt. The serpent jolted violently, its long body convulsing, coils loosening as it hissed in confusion. Its triangular head whipped away from Kudo, stunned, its attention drawn to the new threat. Without hesitation, Sarah lunged, seizing one of the thick coils near Kudo's chest and pulling with every ounce of strength she had. The python, sensing the struggle tipping, re-engaged, its muscles tightening in reflex. But Sarah didn't let go. Her grip held firm. Kudo, emboldened by the momentary slack in the python's grasp, summoned the last of his strength. With a desperate twist of his massive torso, he widened the gap just enough. The python, disoriented and now overwhelmed, could no longer maintain its suffocating hold. It began to retreat in winding, sliding off Kudo's heaving chest, slithering back into the tall grasses like a phantom fading into shadow. The fight was over. For now, Kudo lay still, chest rising and falling in shallow bursts. Sarah stepped back, breathless, giving him space. Slowly, the silverback raised his head. His deep, intelligent eyes met hers, and in that gaze, something passed between them, an understanding. A connection not bound by language or species, a silent thank you. The lions, still perched in the distance, stirred but didn't approach. They, too, seemed to understand. Their quiet vigil ended as calmly as it had begun. It was as if predator, prey, and protector had shared in a brief, impossible harmony. It was a moment suspended in time, where the lines between fear and mercy, danger and dignity blurred. Sarah stood still, the pulse of the wild echoing around her. The crisis had passed, but its significance was just beginning to bloom. In the days that followed, Sarah resumed her patrols through the vast savannah. From time to time she glimpsed Kudo, once more stronger now, leading his troop with the quiet might of a survivor. The bond they shared remained unspoken, but enduring. She carried the memory with her etched deep into her soul. The moment a pride of lions chose not to hunt. The second a gorilla's life hung by a thread. The instant one human dared to interfere, not with dominance but with empathy. This wasn't just a rescue, it was a testament to what becomes possible when courage and compassion walk side by side in the wild. Sarah's bravery didn't just save Kudo, it reminded us all that even in the heart of nature's fiercest arena, grace still finds a way. This moment shines a light on the critical role park rangers play every day. They are the quiet guardians, the vital link between human civilization and the untamed wild. Often unnoticed, they walk the line between danger and protection, risking their safety to defend Earth's most vulnerable lives. Sarah's image standing alone against overwhelming odds, armed not with force, but with courage and compassion, speaks volumes. It shows us that empathy isn't just a human quality. It's a force that echoes across all living things. The lions, watching without disrupting the fragile moment, remind us of the unspoken rules of nature, the boundaries and understandings that exist without words. Kudo, the great silverback, in his fear and eventual trust, reveals the strength found in vulnerability. This story isn't just about survival, it's a living lesson in the intricate web that connects us all. Every creature matters, every action carries weight, and often the most powerful acts are quiet ones born not from dominance, but from deep respect and humanity. These are the silent miracles happening every day, witnessed by those who dedicate their lives to protecting the wild. If this story stirred something in you, wonder, hope, or a deeper sense of connection, then know that you are part of this mission too. Subscribe to our channel for more true stories of bravery, connection, and conservation from the heart of the wild. And let us know in the comments which part of this story spoke to you the most.